years now.
It took
Good.
right.
So tell me and the viewers a little bit about your watch company. A lot of my viewers don't know too much about Flexaago, and this is a good opportunity for them to hear from you, the CEO of Flexaago.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. Again, thanks so much for that question, Eric. It gives me so much joy to have the opportunity to tell people, about the brand and what we stand
Yes.
for. Again, like I said earlier, Flexaago was started in 2020 during the pandemic, and we're San Diego's premier wristwatch brand. And we're on a mission to bring in new life into the world of luxury watches for men and women. So basically, we specialize in men and women watches, unisex watches, and we're known for quality and luxurious watches. And we've got a lot of feedback from our customers, and we've actually improved our reach and extended our reach beyond San Diego.
Oh,
So
that's
we
good. Are
right.
you going out to like Europe and Australia, all the other areas outside of the United States?
Absolutely. So we have customers from all over the world, right? Given that we are an e-commerce brand, right? So we have visitors, given that we are an e-commerce brand, we get orders from all over the world. You know, we get people ordering watches from the UK, from some countries in Africa, particularly Nigeria. I'm a Nigerian, so and
Okay.
currently we're actually looking to extending our operations to Nigeria. So we're going to be having a large inventory in Nigeria to fulfill orders coming out from that part of the world.
So you're doing a lot of traveling then?
Yeah,
Or
yes. It's part of the business, right? You have to
yes,
travel, take time out to
especially a
travel.
CEO.
Right,
Yes.
right. You have to travel, network with other business owners. Um, for example, on a yearly basis, I attend the JCK event, which is one of the biggest jewelry convention in the world.
And
Um,
where's this at? That
in
convention
Las
at?
Vegas. In Las
Las
Vegas.
Vegas.
Las Vegas.
Yes, Las
This
Vegas.
weekend, yeah. And it's
They
a very
host
big
a
event.
lot of conventions out there in Las Vegas, and
Yes.
they can hold a larger convention than San Diego.
Right. So we do a lot of traveling. We do a lot of traveling, trying to network and going to other parts of the country, trying to network with other jewelry owners so that networking to ensure that we get the right connection to actually getting our watches into physical stores. So
Okay.
that's the goal ultimately, so that we're kind of gradually shifting from being an e-commerce brand from doing retail into wholesale, right? So we
So,
supply jewelry stores
so
all
you're a
over the country.
wholesaler too.
Exactly. So for
Wow, that's
example,
even better.
yes. So for example, the Temple Jewelers, they carry our watches. They are the Fashion Valley Mission. They are the Fashion Valley Mall and Mission
Yes.
Valley, and also the
Okay,
Bonita watches.
good.
So they carry Flexaago watches, and they're also trying to work on getting them to some physical stores in New York, to further expand
Really?
our reach and the visibility for the brand.
So, as far as people that are not in San Diego, if they were looking to buy a watch, what other locations are they able to purchase a watch from Flexaago? Do you guys have an online store and Instagram?
Yes, we sell. So basically, we have our major channels being Instagram and our online our website. So our customers order our watches from the Instagram, Facebook, and also from the website.
Nice. So I want to bring up um, earlier, I don't know if it was earlier this month or last month, you were at the County of San Diego Black Chamber of Commerce, and you received an award.
Yes.
Congratulations for that. Can you tell
Thank
us
you.
about this award?
Thank you, Rick. So it was actually last year, Rick. The award was actually last year. So it was the 40 on the 40 San Diego San Diego Chamber of Commerce, Black Business Owners Award for entrepreneurs under 40, and I happen to be one of the recipients of the award. And it was,
Congratulations.
thank you, Rick. It was in the recognition of what we do at Flexaago and our continuous dedication and continuous pride to building a luxurious brand within the city of San Diego.
Wonderful. So that's your what do they call that? That's where is that what you guys stand for with Flexaago?
So Flexaago, in terms of our mantra,
Your mantra?
our mantra is it's your time, flex it. It's
Flex
your time,
it.
flex it.
Okay.
And I'll give you a background of that.
Yes. Give us a background because
Yes.
I'm sure other viewers don't know about it.
And I'll break this brand down. I'll break the brand down to you in terms of all the things that makes up the brand, from all
Okay.
the mantra to the logo and to our naming convention from some of our watch collections. So starting with the name,
Yeah.
Flexaago. Flex is an English word, meaning flex. When you flex something, flex your
Bending.
muscle. Flex.
Yeah.
When you
Like
flex,
flexing like the muscles.
when
Okay.
you show off something, yeah. And ago means time. It means time.
Oh.
It means watch in my
Okay.
language. I speak Yoruba. I'm from Western Nigeria. I'm Yoruba. So ago means time. It also translates into watch in the Yoruba language. So then when you bring those two words together, flex and ago, it means flex your time, right? Because we're a time brand. So we're a time brand, right?
Right.
So flex your time. And then from there, we came up with a mantra that says, we kind of play around words there. We came up with the mantra that says it's your time, flex it. So meaning everything you want to achieve in life has to do with time. It's a function of time, right?
Everything deals with time.
For the car you want to buy, it takes time, and we feel everyone should be proud of their accomplishments, right? For the house you've always wanted, for the brand new car you've always wanted, for the good job you've always wanted. Now you've got it, then we say it's your time. Flex it.
So
be proud of
flex it.
Flex it.
Okay. So
beyond that, in continuation, right? Beyond that, all our watches. So the moon in our logo, we use the moon because the moon is a symbol of time, right?
Right.
The moon is a symbol of time, and because we're a time brand, we felt it's kind of aligns with our mission and what we stand for as a brand, as a time brand.
Okay.
Because in the evening you get to see the moon, it tells you, oh, it's getting to nighttime.
Right.
Things like that. So it suggests time, the time during the day, right? During the nighttime, right? The moon.
Correct.
And also because the moon is universal, so also is time, right? The moon is universal. You get to see the moon all over the world. And so
correct.
Time does the same thing, all over the world. We look at our time.
Everyone has to deal with the time.
Exactly. So we kind of use that to kind of, reiterate what we stand for as a brand. That we're a time brand, and the moon kind of aligns, is at the center of what we do, right?
Yeah.
And the moon is beautiful. Also, is a symbol of beauty, right? You see people going to the beach, watching the moon and things like that, So. And it also goes to show the beauty of our timepiece as well. One of the reasons we decided to use the moon as our logo, that, it's a time brand. The moon suggests time. Also, the moon is a symbol of beauty, right? And perfection of our timepiece. The moon is perfect. Then coming back to our watch collections, we name each of our watch models in a language that translates into time, in a word that translates into time in different countries all over the world. Right.
So do you speak French too, Abolaji?
I don't speak French. That's a good question you ask. I don't speak French, but one of our new collections is actually named after the word terms, which means time in the French language.
Oh, okay.
It means time. I'll show you if you don't mind.
Sure.
This is one of our new watches. Like I said, all our watches means time. All our watch models means time in different languages. All our watch designs. Like this is French, and it means time in the French language.
Oh, nice.
So it comes in different variations. Stainless steel strap, leather strap, authentic original leather strap. I'm wearing this, which is Lokachi. This one I'm wearing. We're actually sold out on this black on black, but this is Lokachi. Lokachi means time in Hausa language of northern Nigeria. So
In
basically,
Nigeria.
all our watches,
So
yes,
that's
all our watches.
the country where you're from, Nigeria?
Yes, I'm from Nigeria.
Okay.
And just to highlight, like what I'm trying to say is, all our watches, all the names of our watches translate into time in different languages. And the idea of that is to connect our customers to their roots by naming a
Okay.
watch
Because
in
we
the
are
language.
all one and the same with time.
Right.
That's true. That's good.
What language do you speak, Rick? Do you
I
speak any other
just
language?
speak English. I'm Filipino, but I don't speak the Filipino language. I
How
can
do you say time
understand
in
a
your
little bit.
language?
What's that?
How do you say time in your language?
Time?
What's the word for time
You know,
in your language?
in Filipino, I don't really know. I don't really speak it too much, but I can
Okay.
understand certain things. Sorry.
Yeah, that's
I
fine.
was born here in the United States and I
That's fair.
didn't speak too much Filipino with my parents, and they spoke English to us mainly. So I don't really know too much about my heritage.
Oh, that's fair enough. That's fair enough. Yeah.
Hang on one second. Okay, sorry about that. Okay. So how many different watches do you have in your line?
So we have over 10.
10?
Yes. We have Lokachi. We have Auras. Auras means time in Spanish language. We have
Aura?
Auras. It means time in Spanish
Okay.
language. We have Turns. We have Oge. Oge means time in Igbo language of Eastern Nigeria. We have Manawa, which means time in the Hawaiian language.
Hawaiian
Uh,
language?
yes, Hawaii.
Okay.
Hawaiian language. We have Chronos. We have
Chronos?
Chronos, I think is a German word. Sorry, Greek. Sorry, Greek word for time.
Okay.
We have Untawi, which means time in Chichewa language of Eastern Africa. So we have about 10 different designs. We have Wakati. Wakati is a mechanical watch, and it's actually one of our best sellers. It's a
Nice.
mechanical watch. Yes.
They're big faces on the watches. That's nice.
Yes. So this is a unique timepiece.
Yeah.
It's mechanical and it says Wakati, which means time, also in the Yoruba language of Western Nigeria. It's actually one of our best sellers. We're kind of sold out on this, really, but we're bringing it back.
Is it heavy?
Yes, our watches are good quality watches. Our watches are 5 ATM at minimum. 5 ATM meaning the water resistance level. So the water resistance level of the watch also determines how heavy they get. And
Okay.
also the materials of the stainless steel. So chiefly our watches are usually 316L stainless steel. It's one of the best stainless steel for watches out, all over the world.
Okay.
So we pay attention to the materials we use for our watches. And then the glass is actually sapphire crystal glass.
Oh, that's nice.
Which is scratch resistant, and it's also the watch hands are also luminous, which glows, which helps it glow in the dark.
Nice. So out of all those watches, which one is your favorite that you wear from day to
I get
day?
that question a lot, Rick. I get that question a lot. But unfortunately, I don't think I have an answer for that. I'll tell you why.
You like a lot of them. You kind of change every day. You have that option to change.
Yeah, this is what I say to people when they ask me that question. I think there's different watches. Kind of match different occasions, right? You
Right.
have to watch for different type of occasion. Like I'm on this call now, I'm wearing black, I'm wearing Lokachi, not because it's my favorite watch from our collections.
Yeah.
I'm wearing Lokachi because I'm wearing a black
shirt.
Right.
So
if
you're working out, you have a different workout watch.
Watch, right. Then also, if I'm going to work, for example, if you work in the corporate world, right, you probably wouldn't want to wear a gold-plated watch. You know,
Right.
you probably would.
You don't want a nice watch.
You just want
A real,
a minimalistic watch to wear to work. Maybe a silver watch does it for you. Maybe something like this for work, right?
okay.
Silver,
Yes.
which makes sense and kind of goes with every color you wear. So basically, in a nutshell, the outfit determines the watch you wear because it's an accessory. The watch is an accessory. That's
It
why some
sure
people
is.
people say sometimes like, why do I need a watch? I have my Apple Watch. But if you are a fashionista, right? If you care about fashion, right? The
Right.
watch is part of your fashion ensemble, right?
Correct. It's
So
part
the
of your.
watch is just the watch is not just to tell time. It's part of your fashion ensemble, right? You have a jewelry on, right? And then you have a jewelry matching your outfit. It goes to tell people what to stand for, right? Like you have you know your onions when it comes to fashion. It's not just wearing a watch to tell time. It's about a statement piece. Your timepiece should tell people or should show you know should show your what's it called? How do I put it? The right word to use for this. Your timepiece should show your class. You
Your
know,
class.
uh, your
Yeah.
class. It's a statement. So it's not just wearing the Apple Watch just for fitness. Sometimes you're attending some traditional occasions, which calls for a more, a more sophisticated watch, you know, to align with the level and the caliber of people at that event, right?
Yeah, you're right, though. It is a statement piece, and there's a different variety of watches for different occasions,
Right.
and you have everything.
I have everything. I have the green watch. If you're wearing a green outfit,
You do.
if you're wearing, yes, if you're wearing a
Is
blue
it the
outfit,
green straps on the watch piece, or is it the
I'll show you.
actual clock is green?
I'll show you. So sorry about that.
No. Oh, go ahead. You have quite a few watches there, and I can see some watches on the wall behind you.
Yes. So so we have green. Look at this. This is a green strap, leather strap.
Nice.
And the dial is also green. The dial,
So
so
it
the dial matches,
matches.
it matches, right. And then if you don't want to go that route of leather, you want stainless steel, we also have stainless steel with a green face.
Oh, okay.
This look catchy. Beyond that, we also have a gold stainless steel in the green face. So we have watch for different audience audience type, right?
Different occasions and
Different
different
occasions,
audience.
right?
Yeah. Wow. So,
And they come.
so if any of these watches need repairs, do you do the repairs or do you send them out for repair?
So what we do currently is we have warranty on all our watches. We have 1 year warranty, right? We have
Yes.
1 year warranty. There are things we cover as part of the warranty, right?
All right.
So damages that are caused based on, damages are not as a result of the quality of the watch. We don't. That doesn't fall under warranty, right?
Right. Because that's
Maybe
abuse.
exactly. Maybe the screen is broken. That's outside. But if you have something that the watch is actually not functioning, right? Not broken,
Okay.
not functioning, yeah, we'll replace the watch for you. But in terms of fixing the watch, we currently don't do that. But if the watch damages as a result of the quality of the watch, which we rarely do, we've never recorded such.
Very seldom.
That watch is returned, we don't really get returns. I've never really gotten returns really on our watches.
Uh-huh.
But in terms of fixing, we don't fix watches.
Okay.
But
So,
we always recommend, for example, for the most part, what I've seen since we started the business, is always question around maybe the battery's out, right?
yes.
the battery is out. And what we just do is, because, imagine a customer, living in New York and telling you the battery is out. It's even more work telling them to ship it out to you for you to change the battery. Like, it doesn't make economic sense. So we just recommend them to check the quick fix stores around them to easily change the battery. So, and that's what we've seen for the most part. Other than that, we've not really recorded any event with damaged watches as a result of the quality of our watches.
So do they have an opportunity to get a 2-year warranty or a 3-year warranty on top of the 1 year? Or are you just basically honor 1-year warranties?
Out of the box, we do standard 1-year warranty.
Okay.
For now. But as we grow as a brand, there's an opportunity there for us to give add-ons in terms of additional, maybe they buy additional warranty on top of what we offer free of charge.
Oh,
right.
Okay. Great. Not to get off the subject of watches, I want to tell the viewers that you are also a book writer. You have a book out there.
Yes, I'm an author.
An author?
Yes.
So did you write your book here in the U.S. or did you write it out there in Nigeria?
Oh, no. So, I wrote the book here. So actually, that's a good question, like in terms of where I wrote the book. To start with, the title of my book is The Immigrant Quest. The Immigrant Quest. The Immigrant Quest.
Thinking the ground quest?
The immigrant quest.
Immigrants quest. Yes. Immigrants quest.
Yes, immigrants quest. Yes, that's the title of the book. Right. So I've always had a penchant to writing a book, right? Even as a child, right? But then, I couldn't afford, authoring a book, publishing a book when I was back in Nigeria.
Right.
Just so you know, I've only been in the US for about 10 years. Right?
It's pretty good. A lot of people that have lived here and born in the United States don't have, the mentality to be able to begin to write a book. Even myself, I've never. It takes a lot.
No, it takes a lot, but I think it's more about passion. So the book for me is more about passion. I have passion for writing, right?
Okay.
I have passion for writing, and I've always wanted to write. So coming to the US and having a little bit of financial resources to actually embark on that journey, I delved into it. When I went on vacation to Nigeria in 2019, I took 3 weeks time off from work. Then I started writing it because I was on vacation. Then it took me over 1 year to complete the book, actually. So in terms of the completion, I actually completed it right here in the US.
Well, good. So how long has it been out in the public now? For how many years?
It's been 5 years. It's been 5 years. It's been 4 years. Actually, I think it was launched in 2020 as well.
2020.
Yes.
Well, congratulations on that too.
Thank you.
I don't know too many people who've written books.
I know. It's actually a fiction. Most people ask me, is it about you? So the book is not about me.
No?
No, it's a fiction.
It's a fictional character in the book?
Right. So it's basically just talking about the challenges of people in underdeveloped countries and, why they gravitate towards embarking on a journey to live outside of their countries, right?
Right.
That's why we term it the immigrant quest. What is the drive for immigrants to want to go live elsewhere, right?
Yes.
And to also expose, some of the reasons why they leave their own countries to live elsewhere, right? It's all about searching for the greener pasture, right?
Right.
And then we actually recorded the experience of the major character called Dele, what he encountered living in the US, the challenges he faced, and how he was able, based on his dedication and commitment to the growth of his country, how he was able to use his experience out in the US to help improve the quality of life of his own country. Bringing about about so many innovative ideas, and also, be working with, technocrats out in his country to actually bring about, developments out there. So it's a fiction. It's not real.
Okay.
You know. So
I
I
thought it
think
was
it's very
real.
interesting.
I
And
thought it was your life
no,
or
no,
your
no, it's
story.
not. It's not about me. It's not an autobiography. No.
Okay. So there is a lot of immigrants here in the U.S., and it's a melting pot of the whole world.
Exactly.
I
And
think
that's
the whole
the
world
reason,
gravitates towards the
right?
U.S.
And that's the reason it's important to tell the immigrant story.
Okay.
That's the reason it's important to tell the immigrant story. So with my book, The Immigrant Quest, we're kind of telling the story that holds true for most people who are out in other countries outside of their own country.
Okay.
Why do they do? It's always, for the most part, strive or quest for survival, right?
Right. And nowadays, it's very hard to live here in the U.S. with the economy going up. Um, it's very expensive here in San Diego. Myself, it's so expensive that I had to purchase a home in Las Vegas. It's more
Oh wow!
affordable for me to live there.
So you live in Las
I'm not in Las
Vegas
Vegas
now?
right now, but I do go to Las Vegas once a month.
Oh wow!
I was in Vegas 2 weeks ago to visit my house. I have a 4-bedroom, 3-bath home
Oh, that's nice.
in Las
Congratulations!
Vegas. My backyard overlooks the Charleston Mountains
Oh wow!
from my backyard.
Congratulations!
I can see the snow-capped mountains
Oh wow!
during the winter time.
Congratulations!
Yeah,
Wow!
thank
So
you.
you commute a lot.
What's that?
So you commute a lot.
I do commute a lot. I don't like the driving very much. And I do go up with my family. I'm waiting for my wife to get transferred up to Las Vegas. She works for Harris Casino in Escondido
Oh, nice.
as a dealer. And so once she gets transferred up to Las Vegas, I will follow her and we will live there permanently.
Oh, that's nice. I wish you guys
Yeah.
all the best out there in Las Vegas. We'll miss you here in San Diego.
So when were you last in Las Vegas for your convention? Was it this year or last year?
Yeah, it was this year. It was around May.
May time?
May.
Okay.
I was there
So was it warm?
last year. I
Was it
there
hot?
last year. I think it was
Was it hot
pretty
when
nice.
you say again?
It was pretty nice weather.
In May it's nice, but right now it's actually cooling down. A month and 2 months ago, it was as high as they hit a record of 120 degrees.
Oh wow!
And normally it doesn't get that hot. It gets hotter in Arizona
Yeah,
than Las
so
Vegas.
I heard. I've never been to Arizona.
You haven't been there? Oh, it's warm out there.
Arizona, you said it's warm or
It's
hot?
warmer, hotter. It's hotter out there in
Yes, hot.
Arizona. Yeah, hotter. So, my last question to you, Abolaji. So, what advice can you give people that are just starting out in a small business to become something like you, that you're in there, you're renowned now, and you've got pieces of your watch company all over the world and in San Diego on the internet that you sell? What kind of advice can you give other entrepreneurs that want to get into business like you?
What I'll say is, that's a good question, Rick. So it's not going to be just
So I,
one.
I know there's a lot of struggles in the beginning because it takes a lot of money and to invest in watches and into a business.
Right.
Time is also, it eats up a lot of your time. I know you have to have a lot of connections. You have to meet a lot of different people.
But once
You're
you have the faith,
always
that is profound.
on the phone. You're always on the phone talking to different people.
I know.
So somebody starting out, if they encounter a lot of obstacles, I'm sure you've encountered a lot of obstacles.
Right.
How did you overcome all that to get where you are today?
Yeah, good question, Rick. So I'll start off by saying, for anyone out there trying to getting into the business business world, becoming an entrepreneur.
Entrepreneur.
It's not an
It's
easy
not
task.
easy. It's
It's
not
not
easy.
easy, and I'm not promising you that it's going to be easy.
Right.
But I can tell you, it's rewarding. Rewarding, but you must be willing to put in the work. You have to be dedicated, determined. You have to be consistent, right? It's very
Okay.
important for you to be consistent. When you start up a business, it's very important for you to understand that it may not necessarily be profitable at the very beginning, right? So that's
Right.
where the dedication and determination comes in. You have to be willing. So I always recommend, particularly for those who do not have a lot of financial resources, I think it's important for them to still get a day job, right? If the
So to
time,
have a day job, to keep that day job and do it part time.
yes, to get a day job to keep you going, right? So
Right.
that you have something, so that the business is not the sole means through which you survive, right?
Right.
So that you're not also desperate. And then you also have resources from your day job to fund your business. And then you can exit only after your business has actually taken ground and is actually profitable for you to
Correct.
quit. And do not quit
Okay.
until your business is doing fine and is able to replace your income. But it's very important for you to get a day job so that you have the finances and you are not frustrated. And then
Yes.
you can also negotiate better because your livelihood does not solely depend on your business, right?
Okay.
And then you also have the mileage because it takes time to build a profitable business. So
It
that you
does.
have enough mileage to get the visibility your business or your brand requires, right? Because I'm not going to tell you your very, very first year is going to be successful. Some businesses will take 3 years, 4 years before they actually, start
Bear
yielding the
the
profits
fruits
that you
before
desire.
they bear the fruits and the
Before they
wealth
see the
that you
fruit. Right. So,
exactly.
so it's important for you to put this at the back of your mind. Don't think, oh, because you have this fantastic idea, then no, you're up to making money. Yes, you may be lucky, right? With right people, right, sponsors, right network of people, you can make it work and you can make it happen. But again, it's better. I like to prepare for the unexpected. That way, no surprises. You know.
That makes sense. Yes.
But again,
Well, that's
in
good
a
advice.
nutshell,
Pardon
in a
me?
nutshell, in a nutshell, be
Okay.
dedicated. Be patient enough. Don't start a business and because you feel it's not yielding profit in the first 6 months and you quit, then that means you don't know what you're not really down for having a business. You started a business within 6 months and because it's not profitable, you're quitting. I mean,
A lot of people will
why do you
quit
do that?
before the
Why do you
year
do that? Yeah.
and they've invested a lot of money.
And you've not even, so that's one of the things I need to touch on, right? Start small. Start
Okay.
small. Don't put a lot of, because you're going to learn a lot along the way. Don't put a lot of money, don't pump a lot of money into
Don't
it.
put too much in inventory.
No, you start small.
Okay.
So, for example,
I agree.
we started with wood watches. Why? Why did we start with wood watches? That was what we could afford then. Production cost is cheaper for wood
Okay.
watches. We get more manufacturers, right, who are willing to work with us on lesser inventory for wood watches, right? But then when
Right.
we began, making profits, we started expanding into stainless steel watches, high quality watches, and even improved our packaging and samples, right? So it takes
Right.
time, it's learning, right? When we started with just a packaging that we just use a tape to wrap that has a customized Flexaago tape all over it.
Really?
I thought we were doing something great then, but then here we are having a packaging like this,
You have a
right?
nice box.
Have a nice box, right? But if you're
Yeah.
starting, you might not know this, right? And then
Right.
it's probably more expensive to do this, right?
It costs money
It
to
costs money,
create a box like that.
to create a box like this. So you're going to learn a lot along the way. So start small and then be happy to learn and be flexible also to shift the goalpost in some cases.
That's good advice. I'm also an entrepreneur myself. I
Right.
collect ornaments, collectibles, and stuff like that. And believe it
Yeah.
or not, I spent more than what I sell. I have a large inventory, and I stopped buying. And as it is right now, I'm so busy that I can't open up my Amazon store unless I have the time. Because with Amazon, if you make a sale, they want you to ship it right away, either that day or the very next morning.
Right, right. And which brings me to the next advice I would like to give, right? So a lot of us entrepreneurs, we start off, you know, you know, building all these fancy websites, the products, right? Having budget for all this, but not having budget for marketing, not having budget
Okay.
for marketing. I think it's the bane of, a profitable business for startups, for um, for new entrepreneurs. They fail to invest in marketing, and we had our fair share of that, and we've learned and we've seen that actually it's an important. So now you're working on a new design, for example,
Yeah.
you have to integrate marketing strategy with that. How do we get this out to people? Because you're not producing these things for them to just be in your shelf or be in your warehouse, right? You
Right.
actually have to sell. So sales and marketing should be you should have a budget for that. It's very important.
It's important to
You
have
know,
that budget.
because yes, and one of the things I've learned in regards to that is your adverts. It's not marketing is not just you running adverts on social media, running ads on social media. No, people really buy when you run ads like that. So influential marketing is very important. People buy based on the fact that their friends have bought it and gave good feedback. People buy because someone they know or someone they respect
Okay.
has bought it and gave good feedback. So then as an entrepreneur, you need to tap into that, who is influential in my space that can get people to actually buy this? So instead of spending money on ads, you rather spend money on influential marketing because the influencer is reviewing the products and the audience respects and trusts the influencer that they feel anything this person says, they like and they want to also be like the influencer, right? So
So do you hire influencers, or are you the influencer?
no, you hire influencer, right? So you hire influencer to work with your brand, to collaborate, to partner, right?
Right.
With brand. Some influencers, and UGC is a new thing also. It's not necessarily a new thing, but UGC is fast becoming popular, right?
Yeah.
On all social media platforms, you have UGC who are willing to just get the products and help you give review and show it to their audience and things like that. And I think new entrepreneurs should tap into that.
Yeah. So that's very important. So you've learned a lot through those 4 years.
Yes.
So are you still working your day job, or did you end up quitting?
I still work my day job.
Okay, that's good. I do too.
Right? and which is the reason we are also able to come this far, right? You know, because there's no desperation, right? And it also gives us, like I said, you have the mileage of time to actually keep pushing and keep. So I tell people, like, if you're planning to retire from your day job, maybe at the age of, let's say 50, right? As a young person, if
Yeah.
you plan to retire at the age of 50, then you don't want to start business. I was just still advising a friend earlier today. You don't start business at the age of 49. You should have started at age 40.
Age
Right?
40? Yeah.
Age 40, so that hopefully the 10 years you'll have learned a lot, the business, you're building it gradually, you're getting the visibility, so that by the time you hit age 50, it will be profitable enough for you to retire.
Okay.
So best time to start is now.
Yes. Yes. So what do you think is holding people back from investing now?
I think they overthink it.
The COVID thinking?
They overthink things.
Okay.
They have to have everything figured out.
They think they have everything figured out?
They think they should have everything figured out.
Oh, they think they should have everything figured out.
Yes, you can't have everything figured out. Because what you've not done, you haven't learned anything. If you've not done it, then you've not learned anything. You can't learn by just reading books or by just watching YouTube videos. You have
You
to
got to
do it.
do it. You got
You have
to
to do
spend the
it.
time.
You have to get your hands dirty. That's how you learn, right? Um,
Correct.
it doesn't matter the number of podcasts you listen to about the brand of business you want to start. You know, you just have to do it and start small. Like I said, you start small and you learn as you go. You improve along the way. You know, they said failure is the best teacher, right? Failure is the
Yes.
best teacher. You do something, you fail from it, and you learn from there. And
You
you
learn. Learning is the, yeah. If I started small in the beginning, I wouldn't have as much inventory as I have now.
yeah. And then
Yeah.
it's also important to do this, right? New entrepreneurs, you know, particularly if you're going the product route, right? You have different products, like, for example, I have different watches, but I know the watches that sells the most because I get the feedback. When I post something on the story, right, I see what people like on the most. So it gives me an idea, okay, this is what they like. So
And
it means
that's what you'll invest more on.
invest more on, exactly. So don't just go about getting all these big inventory. Just get sample of all those, different designs, and
Yes.
then see what people like the most, and then you invest on those. And then you put those are the ones you give your influencers or you run ads against.
Okay. It's
And
great
don't again,
advice.
one thing I also like to call out is don't let your personal, and that's why when you asked the question about my favorite watch, I was being
Yes.
careful there because as a business owner, I've learned something. We all have different tastes, preference, right?
Right.
And
You
I've
can't say you
realized,
just love one child.
yeah,
If you
and
have
I've
three
realized
childs, they said, which one's your favorite? You can't say it's this one.
you can
You
say,
got to say, I love them all.
yes, you've learned. Then beyond that, as a business owner, I've understood that people have different tastes.
That's
Some
true.
watches are not probably my best, right? For example, I see people buying them and they're like, oh, this person likes this, right? And sometimes I'm recommending watches to some people like, oh, this one is very good just because I feel it's very good, maybe because of the price point, maybe because I think it's high price point for the type of person, for the person who is trying to buy, or maybe because I feel it's affordable for the person who is trying to buy. But the person is saying, no, it is this one I like. It is this one I like, which is different from the one I'm proposing, which goes to tell you
Oh,
that people have preference.
they do have
So
preferences. And that's good
don't
that you have the variety to offer
to
everyone.
offer everyone, right?
Well, I want to congratulate you for your business of 4 years here. You've been doing good, and you're all over the world and all over San Diego, the local businesses here in Mission Valley, which is great. And
Thanks so much.
it took a
Thanks for all
lot
you
of
do.
hard work to get where you are today.
It does.
And it's not something that happened overnight or 1 month, 2 weeks. It took time.
It takes time. It takes time, and it takes courage, and it
It takes
takes
a lot of
dedication.
courage, dedication, a lot. I'm sure you put so much time into it already.
Yes,
People don't realize the amount of time that you've spent.
I've been on calls for like up to 3 hours today, calling different people. You know,
Really?
calling different people. Okay, how do we go about these new collections, right? In calling influencers, calling folks in Nigeria since we want to start operation out there, like people who matter, so that we can have a soft landing out there. It's important to have these meetings, to have these calls. It's part of the things you've learned. You can't do it all by yourself. You can't do it all by yourself. You can't be proud, right? You can't be
Right.
proud as a business owner. You have to work with people. You need people to help build your
You
brand.
need people. That's true. And collaborating with people is important.
Very, very important.
I want to thank you for joining me today, Abolaji, and I wish you many years of success with the Flexaago Watch Company.
Thank
Is
you.
there anything you'd like to say in parting
I'd
before we leave?
just like to thank you, Rick. I'd like to thank you for inviting me. It means a lot to me. It means a lot to all of us at Flexaago. And we thank you and we appreciate you for all you do for local business owners here in San Diego. And I wish you all the best as you plan on your move to Las Vegas.
Yes. I appreciate you too. Thank you for all that. You've come a long way, and I see you going farther. And
Thank you.
I'm hoping that one day here you'll be able to quit your day job.
Amen.
So it's going to be a lot of work to have your business out there in Nigeria, because it's a different time zone than San Diego.
Yes.
Is it nighttime now in Nigeria?
Yeah, it's nighttime. I think we are Nigeria is about 9 hours ahead of us.
9 hours? Okay.
Yeah.
So they're sleeping.
Right.
Okay. Wow. So you're going to be up early in the morning or late at night talking to your business out there.
Yeah. Hopefully I wouldn't have to do that, but we'll see how it goes. You know, if you have the right people on ground you have to have a team of people, right? To support
Yes, you do have to have a team.
Yeah.
It's a lot easier with a team than it is with one.
Right. Absolutely.
I totally agree.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Well, I'll let you continue the rest of your day. And I want to thank you again for joining Rick with Rick Edra Photography broadcast channel. And it was a pleasure speaking with you and learning about your watch line here in San Diego. I hope that your Nigeria watch company out there takes off and booms. And I hope to talk to you again next time. Hopefully that'll be up and running, and then you can tell me about that business up in Nigeria.
Positive, hopefully, by God's grace. Thanks so much, Rick.
Okay, you have a good rest of your afternoon, Abolaji. Thank you very much.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.